Good evening, everyone. So today we are going to, after the prelims examinations, right? I've spent around 2 days to collect memory-based questions because these questions won't be that exactly the same, but because it is a memory-based question. But from that, I have collected around 48 questions where you can see out of 48 questions, how many questions you have marked correctly. With the explanation, I will explain each and every term, right? I myself has given the SEBI Grade A Phase I, so you can really rely on this thing for the understanding of the paper 2, right? So we are going to discuss about the paper 2. So hope if you have given the prelims examination, you will be able to solve the questions, right? uh, for the reference I have given this. So I will be deciding this question, this SEBI Grade A 2025. First, I'm going to discuss with the commerce and accountancy part, right? So the first question that has been asked in your commerce and accountancy part is, if you all will remember, share premium received in advance is called. Very easy question. Very easy question, right? So try to think about. Okay. So it is just NCRT based, simple. If you are from commerce background, then you can understand. It is a direct question from the NCRT, which tells about if the share premium received in advance, what it is called. If the share premium is received in advance, we call it as an actual allotment of the shares, is termed in call in advance. So call in advance was the answer given in the option. Is it clear? So the call in advance is the answer for this question, right? Correct answer for this question. Okay, is it clear? Okay, so try to understand this. It is very easy question, you can easily do that thing. Okay, so if you have seen the schedule 3 lecture, right, then you can easily answer this question. Okay, and the next question in the commerce and accountancy is talking about the in vertical analysis, comparison is done with respect to which base. So it is saying, okay, so if you will, whenever you are making a financial statement, okay, and you are making a profit and loss account, so हर एक item को you start comparing with that, ठीक है, and whereas you are making profit and loss account में हर एक profit and loss account को आप compare करते हैं, and balance sheet जब आप बनाते हैं, ठीक है, तो आप fixed asset को compare करते हो total asset से. Is it clear? ठीक है, so it is representing a percentage of fixed asset in terms of total asset. तो ये एक representation का तरीका है, ठीक है. Is it clear? So this question was also very easy. So if in vertical analysis each item is expressed as a percentage of base figure, समझ में आया जो मैंने अभी बताया, total asset for balance sheet and total revenue for profit and loss account. Is it clear? So what will be the correct answer? That is given in the option itself was total asset / total revenue. So this was the correct answer for this question. I hope the first two questions is very much clear to everyone. Now we are moving towards the third question. For the commerce and accounting, the third question is giving that while preparing financial statement, which parameters should be considered as the core primary objective? ठीक है, so पैरामीटर को आपको कंसिडर करना है जब आप फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट कंपेयर करते हैं, ठीक है. तो ये जब आपने शेड्यूल 3 को पढ़ रखा है ना, आपको एनसीईआरटी में नहीं मिलेगा व्हेन यू आर स्टडीइंग दिस शेड्यूल 3, राइट, ठीक है. तो सेक्शन 129 में आपको ये चीज मिलेगा. व्हेन यू आर रीडिंग दिस शेड्यूल 3 सेक्शन 129 में आपको मिलेगा ये चीज कि व्हेनेवर वी आर प्रिपेयरिंग द फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट, द पैरामीटर दैट इज ट्रू एंड फेयरनेस व्यू. Is it clear? So I hope the third question is also very much clear to everyone. The answer for this question is true and fair view. The fundamental objective of financial statement is to present a true and fair view of the financial position and performance of the entity. Is it clear? ठीक है. Now let's move. ठीक है, क्वेश्चन 4. अगला क्वेश्चन भी कहीं ना कहीं आपके शेड्यूल 3 से ही रिलेटेड है, राइट. This commerce and accountancy question, schedule 3, it is related from the schedule 3 only. The financial statement of a company are prepared as per. So it is very easy question. right? Schedule 3 of the Companies Act 2013. ठीक है, it is 2013. ठीक है, so आपको ये clarity मिलनी चाहिए कि whenever when you are preparing a financial statement, in this question you should have the clarity. Financial statement, so enterprise under Companies Act 2013 and not under Companies Act 2013. तो अगर जो कंपनी अंडर कंपनीज एक्ट 2013 है, they are having a format प्रिस्क्राइब. क्या होता है? Schedule 3 बाय मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ कॉर्पोरेट अफेयर्स. ठीक है, और यहां पर जो नॉट फॉलो अंडर कंपनीज एक्ट 2013, उसमें नो स्पेसिफिक फॉर्मेट फॉलो होता है. जनरली आप इसमें ICAI मॉड्यूल फॉलो करते हैं. Is it clear? So the question has been, fourth question has been financial prepared of the company. For a company it is asking. It is asking under the Companies Act. So it is under the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. So the Schedule 3 of the Companies Act 2030 will be the correct answer for this question. Is it clear? Is it clear? So usually जो भी enterprise होता है are generally under the Companies Act 2030. चलो. So we will move toward the fifth question. Commerce and accountancy. Disclosure related to share capital is shown under which heading in the financial statement? ठीक है, so it is also under the topic of Schedule 3, right? If you will read the Schedule 3 properly, you will understand. ठीक है, ठीक है. तो इसमें जो अमेंडमेंट होती है वो शेयर होल्डिंग्स एंड प्रोमोटर्स के रिस्पेक्ट में होती है, राइट? एंड ये नोट्स टू अकाउंट में चीजें रखा जाता है. Even if you will study the Schedule 3 topic very much, so you can understand Schedule 3 is very much important topic for understanding of commerce and accountancy. Disclosure related to share capital shown under the heading in the financial statement, it is notes to account. ठीक है, ठीक है. तो आपने अगर बैलेंस शीट बना दी, आपने शेयर कैपिटल लिख दिया, लेकिन उसको आपको एक्सप्लेन करना होता है नोट्स टू अकाउंट के अंदर. इज इट क्लियर? सो द फिफ्थ क्वेश्चन इज आल्सो वेरी मच क्लियर टू एवरीवन, that is notes to account. Now the sixth question, commerce and accountancy, it is talking about which aspect of the firm's financially health is of primary concern to creditors. ठीक है, so this question is from the ratio analysis, right? This term is from the ratio analysis. Is it clear? So obviously creditors are mainly concerned with the firm for liquidity position. So they will see the liquidity position of the, ठीक है. तो creditors what we will see, कोई कंपनी को या किसी चीज को देने के बाद कि आपके पास कितना कैश पड़ा है, आपके पास कितना कैश इक्विवेलेंट चीज पड़ा है कि आप कितनी जल्दी लिक्विडिटी दे पाओगे, राइट? सो क्रेडिटर्स ऑलवेज सी द liquidity position. So this question is also of ratio analysis and the answer will be liquidity positions. Is it clear? The seventh question, and investors, right? And investors exits before maturity requiring repayment. This exposes the company to which of the type of the risk? So it is the question, right? So it is telling about the investor exits with maturity requiring prepayment. Then investor exits before maturity requiring repayment. So the exposes of the company which type of risk? So it is just a liquidity risk, because this question is also of ratio analysis, right? Why? If the investors is exiting before the maturity period, so maybe he is very much in a doubt that the company will be at a liquidity risk. They can't in cash in, but they can't put everything in a cash as the investors will require. So whenever the investors exits before the maturity requiring repayment, it always talks about the liquidity risk. Is it clear? So early repayment obligation increase cash outflow pressure, exposing the company to liquidity risk. I hope it is clear to everyone, right? So the seventh question is also clear in commerce and accountancy. Okay, and this is also a ratio analysis question. Now the next question, eighth question, is under AS2 accounting standard 2 valuation of inventories, how is abnormal loss treated? So abnormal loss is treated as an expense, right? it has been treated under accounting standard 2. This is a very easy question for inventory. So abnormal losses are charged to the profit and loss accounts and are treated as expense and not included in inventory cost. They are not included in the inventory cost. I hope the 8th question is also very much easy and you can easily understand. The 9th question. Okay? So what does depreciation starts on fixed asset? Okay? So when does the depreciation starts on the fixed asset? What can be the answer? Depreciation begins when the asset is available for use. So when the asset is available for use, only from that you can start the depreciation. So it is respective. So answer will be available for use. The 9th question, the answer will be available for use. Now the 10th question, right? Revaluation of asset under Ind AS, Indian Accounting Standard 16. Calculate the revaluation gain. Okay. So what will be the very easy question it is. So it is, if you will understand, it has been given the carrying amount is rupees 10 lakh, right? And what was the accumulated depreciation till date? It is given 5 lakh 50,000. So it is carrying amount is 4 lakh 50,000. So revalued amount kitna ho jayega? Revalued amount, how much it was given in the question? It was 6 lakh 50,000. It was 6 lakh 50,000. So what it will be? So kitna hua? Depreciation ke baad it is 4 lakh 50,000 and revaluation amount kitna tha? 6 lakh 50,000. Very easy question, right? So 2 lakh will be the answer. Revaluation gain kitna ho gaya? Obviously revaluation amount से depreciation value को जो carrying amount है उसको minus कर दोगे, that will be the revaluation gain. So 2 lakh with the correct answer of this question. So there were around 10 questions in commerce and accountancy. I hope every question and with the answer you all are having the clarity. Now the 11th question, that is very easy question from costing, right? Cost reduction is a dash function. Reduction, is it clear? So it is just from the concept of the overview of accounting or the basics of accounting, you can call it. It is just basics of not accounting, I'm telling, basics of costing question it is, right? So obviously it is cost reduction aims to eliminate inefficiencies and there is corrective function. So corrective function is one of the option. So corrective function is the correct option for this question. When you will understand now the difference between the cost control and cost reduction in the basics of costing, you will have the clarity for this question, right? You will have the clarity for this question. Very easy question. 12th question, costing does evaluation of alternative cost to select the most economical option. So it is a just because most of the students were getting confused. It is alternative cost to select economical option, right? So cost comparison will be the correct answer. You are comparing the cost, right, is used to evaluate alternatives and the most economical options. Okay? So I hope the 12th question is very much easy. It is also in the concept with the topic of overview of costing. The 13th question, direct versus indirect cost classification is based on. Direct versus indirect cost classification is based on what? Think about the direct and indirect. Tell me. ठीक है? तो इसका आंसर ये भी आपकी बेसिक्स ऑफ अकाउंटिंग से ही, सॉरी, बेसिक्स ऑफ कॉस्टिंग से ही ये क्वेश्चन है. एंड द क्लासिफिकेशन इज बेस्ड ऑन द इनडायरेक्ट कॉस्ट क्लासिफिकेशन इज बेस्ड ऑन, बिकॉज क्वेश्चन ऐसे था जहां तक मुझे याद आ रहा है, चेंज डिपेंडिंग ऑन वेदर दे कैन डायरेक्टली आइडेंटिफाइड विद अ स्पेसिफिक कॉस्ट ऑब्जेक्ट डायरेक्ट कॉस्ट और नीड टू बी apportionate indirect cost are classified based on, this is based on traceability. ठीक है? That is ability to direct trace the cost on the cost object, right? So this is also with the concept of, so 3 question out of costing was only with the concept of overview of costing, that is the basics of costing. So you can understand the importance of this topic in prelims. Now we are moving toward the next questions. 14th question. So 14th question is telling about which of the following is another the name of Pareto analysis. So very easy question, direct question it is, right? It is ABC analysis. It is Pareto analysis is also known as ABC analysis, focusing on the vital few and trivial meaning. Is it clear? The 14th question is very much also easy. The 15th question, costing. It is a numerical. The PV ratio it has been given, right? So you need to calculate the margin of safety. So margin of safety, the formula is profit divided by PV ratio. The profit is 12,000 divided by PV ratio is 0.3. So 40,000 is the correct answer. The numerical was also very easy. The 15th question was very easy, right? So 16th question. 16th question in the costing, it is talking about 5S technique of which type of management. So 5S is a Japanese technique of workplace management. That if you will read the my lean system notes, then you will understand in 5S in शुरुआत में ही लिखा हुआ है is the name of workplace organization. So it is the question from lean stream. This is the question from marginal costing. Is it clear? Is it clear? This is the question from marginal costing. So lean system का ये सब question है. So the topic is lean system, and this question is also from the very easy question. Which costing technique was developed in Japan? So it is just-in-time inventory management in Japan. So it is also the question of lean system, right? So lean system, overview of costing, marginal costing. This was the major area that you should focus on the prelims part whenever you are giving the examinations, right? So 18th question is interest on internet capital not actually paid is treated as not actually paid, right? So it is also the question of marginal costing. Marginal cost का ही question है, right? It is also the marginal cost or imputed cost ऐसा होता है, not paid is treated as, ठीक है? Considered a decision making but not recorded in accounts, right? Imputed cost is the correct answer for this question. So there were 8 questions from costing, right? 10 questions from accounts, 8 questions from costing. Now we will move towards the Companies Act. Is it clear? And Companies Act, the questions were very much easy, right? 19th question, but it was bit tricky, but it is easy. Matlab fill in the blanks mein they have asked the question this time. So Companies Act, the first question is very much easy. DRHP, full form of R, so it is red, right? DRHP stands for Draft Red Herring Prospectus. Draft Red Herring Prospectus. So first question was very much easy. Second question, Companies Act DRHP is filled at least for 3 days. 3 days. This is the most repeated question in your previous year also, right? Red Herring Prospectus at least 3 days before opening of issue. Opening of issue. 21st question, minimum and maximum directors requirement. So it was easy. This question was also easy, right? This question was also very much easy. So this question was also from the topic, if you will understand, this prospectus and allotment of security, chapter 3 se hi ye question tha. The answer will be no. This question was not from the prospectus, and ye this question was also, if you will think about, but it is something which was in the syllabus or not. नहीं ये question था. Let me. This question was also there. After this, minimum and maximum director requirement. It is directly. If you will read the first overview of the directors topic, directors chapter, then you will understand the public is 3, private is 2, OPC is 1, and maximum directors allowed is 15. Can be exceed on a special resolution. If you will read the director top chapter now, then you will understand this concept easily. Very easy question they have asked, but in the fill in the blanks they have asked, so don't need to get confused. 22 question, Companies Act. First board meeting timeline, minimum meeting of maximum age. So it was very easy question. That is first meeting 30 days, meetings 4, and per year gap 120 days. This is a direct question that has been asked. 23 question, excess CSR spending can be set off within how many years? How many years it can be spending off? It is just next 3 immediately succeeding financial year. This is also the questions from the prospectus and securities chapter only. If you will have understanding of that chapter, you can easily question this, because you can take this question in finance also, CSR, but it is the question of Companies Act, right? Now, very easy question, finance. What is the treasury bill maximum duration? So money market instrument का ये topic है. Money market finance आए, so there were only in 1920 there were 1 2 3 4 5 questions in costing, I guess. Yeah, 5 questions were there in costing only. So 24, it is finance. Now we are, after completing the commerce and accountancy, costing and Companies Act, we are going toward finance. So treasury bill maximum duration, it is very much easy. 91 into 2, 182 into 2 364. तो maximum duration they are asking. तो money market का concept है for treasury bill, तो 364 will be the correct answer, right? Now the next question. An SE incorporated in which year? So in the same year it has been incorporated where SEBI has been incorporated. SEBI has been given the statutory requirement, that is 1992, right? So in that same year the National Stock Exchange was incorporated in 1992. So the question is finance CY किसी number digits it is 14 digit unique identification number. 14 digit unique identification number. The question in finance it has been asked. You get for the KYC 14 digit unique identification number for that. Now question 27. If you will see this, then this question was good question. Daily profit and loss calculated on which basis? Right? Daily profit and loss calculated on which basis? If you will remember, try to answer. This is a capital market question. This is a capital market question, and obviously it is being calculated to market basis. Which basis? Market to market basis, right? So difference between future price and spot prices. This is the repetitive question that has been asked in the previous. It is derivative question. Topic is derivative, and on the basis of basis. Basis will be the correct answer for this question. Is it clear? Now, XBRL full form is very repetitive question, right? It is extensible business reporting language. Is it clear? Is it clear? Now the question that has been asked, it was a current based question. The FDI limit with insurance sector was 100%. 100%. Is it clear? And next question was a partial credit enhancement facility exit index was provided by NAFIT, because it is related to something which is for the investment of the friendliness index, right? So it is the current based question, and NAFIT will be the correct answer for this question. Is it clear? 32. So if you will remember this question, this 32 question. So revolutionary DPI with Aadhaar UPI eKYC is known as, tell me. It is Indian stack. This is a GA question. It is a general awareness question. This is also something related to general awareness. This is also general awareness. Now, NBFC deposit tenure minimum rating is, this is a good question, right? And it is a topic from NBFC. If you have read, the minimum is 12 months, maximum is 60 months, and rating is BBB. This is a very good question, right? Conceptual question from classification of financial institution, right? So now I hope all the question of finance has been covered. Now we are moving towards the management. So management, if they are asking, FEOL harmonizing activity refers to. So it refers to the, obviously, harmonizing activity means coordinating. Harmonizing का meaning ही होता है कि coordination, you are making a harmony in the environment, means you are making a cordial relation. So cordial function of the management will be the correct option for this question. 35. Risk due to environmental changes causes plant failure. What can be the answer? Right, whenever there is a risk which is involved due to the plant failure, you should have the strategic risk over there. You should always, which kind of a risk it is talking about? The strategic risk. So very easy question, right? And you can easily answer this question. The management. 36. The management. Difference between a leader and a manager is very easy question. A leader, what does a leader do? A leader influences people and manages administrators and control. Is it clear? Very easy question, easily doable. 37 question. Management. Mintzberg decimeter rule. It is just sharing information with subordinates. It is just you are sharing information with subordinates. 38 question. Difference between staffing and organizing. Organizing defines jobs and authority. Staffing places right places at their jobs. So the correct option for this question, because if you have the clarity of the general management, right, then you will easily answer this question. This question was very easy. Management rooms expectancy theory instrumentality. ठीक है, expectancy theory rewards था. क्या था? Instrumentality था perform. So it is related to something which is performance with rewards. Is it clear? Is it clear? Now, easy question. 40. This was something which you have to read it 2 times. Hersey Blanchard's style of competent on unwilling employees. It is participating leadership they are talking about, right? In the course, I have discussed this in a very leadership role, very holistically. You can understand this management skills most important at lower level of skills. So obviously, most of the students are being confused. Human skills are important, but technical skills are very much important, because if you are not technically sound at the lower level, right, then how can we? Because at lower level, what you need? A technician, right? So it will be the most appropriate at lower level. Now economics, shape of demand curve normal with the exceptional goods. Dekho, the question is not like this. They have asked what was the demand curve, right? So demand curve is from left to right, downward sloping, ये होता है, ठीक है? And prices के साथ क्या होता है? QD is inversely related to price के साथ relation पूछा था, ये क्वेश्चन में मिसिंग है, तो price के साथ क्या हो जाएगा? Inverse. And third option was there कि exceptional good के साथ क्या होता है? तो left to right, upward sloping. तो आंसर वॉज लेफ्ट टू राइट डाउनवर्ड, फिर कॉमा इनवर्स, फिर कॉमा लेफ्ट टू राइट अपवर्ड. तो दिस क्वेश्चन वॉज लाइक दैट. ठीक है, इकोनॉमिक्स, आई हैव सीन दैट क्वेश्चन. जीडीपी एनएनपी डिस्पोजेबल इनकम मीनिंग. जीडीपी का मतलब क्या होता है? ऑब्वियसली डिस्पोजेबल इनकम एंड जीडीपी. एंड एक और ऑप्शन था जीडीपी डिफ्लेटर. इट हैज बीन, दे हैव मिक्स्ड इट. जीडीपी डिफ्लेटर. तो जीडीपी डिफ्लेटर ऑब्वियसली फॉर्मूला वॉज या मेजर ऑफ नेशनल इकोनॉमी, जीडीपी डिफ्लेटर बोला जाता है. जीडीपी आपको पता है अक्रॉस ऑल गुड्स इन द टेरिटरी. एंड एनएनपी में क्या करते हैं? डेप्रिसिएशन माइनस कर देते हैं, राइट? दिस वाज डिस्पोजेबल इनकम ऑफ कंजम्पशन एंड सेविंग्स. सो ऑप्शंस वाज गिवन अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट, यू हैव टू मेक इट. दिस वाज द गुड क्वेश्चन. 10% price index it has been given. So it is nominal rate, you can need to calculate real into price, and then you will multiply percentage. अगर नॉर्म परसेंटेज नहीं दिया हुआ तो 13.2, अगर परसेंटेज आंसर दिया रहता नहीं तो 13.2 into 100, 1320 आंसर was given in the question, right? So GDP deflator is used to measure general price level inflation. Is it clear? It is used to measure general price level inflation. So 45 questions, right? It has been clear. 46 question, M3. This was a good question. So M3 aggregate supply they have asked. So the formula was M1 plus time deposit with, and what was M1? Currency deposit plus demand deposit, right? So M1 is currency, that is currency that is within the hand of the public, plus demand deposit with the banks, plus time deposit with the banks. M1 का formula मैं बता रहा हूँ. Aggregate money supply का ये formula है, right? So 2,72,000 something was around, I remember the answer, right? So it was the correct answer for that. Economics, real GDP differs with the nominal GDP, adjustment for inflation. ठीक है? What was Indian? This was a current affairs based question. What was the Indian physical deficit of the financial year 2014 and 25? It is 4.9% of the GDP. Is it clear? So right. So we have collected all the 48 questions, and I hope all the 48 questions is been easily answerable to all of you with the explanation I have told you. So which are the focuses only on area of the prelims, but in the mains you will getting in phase 2 100 questions, right? So you have to holistically prepare for everything. Is it clear? So thank you so much. Keep learning. Bye. Take care.